We've made history time and time again.
I don't believe it!
We've been knocked down, only to get back up.
Oh, my word!
But X Games wasn't born in an arena. This year, we're going back to where it all started. Because history can happen anywhere.
Welcome everybody to X Games 2021. I'm your host Jack Matrani, and on today's show, we're going to see the best in freestyle motocross. We've got QuarterPipe high air, best whip, and a brand new event called Moto X 110s. But we start with a good old-fashioned best trick contest where I join my friends Jimmy Coleman and Mike Mason. Let's go!
Welcome everyone to Southern California. We are up in the hills about an hour or so northeast of downtown San Diego at Axel Hodges' compound here that he calls Slayground. This massive expanse of land that you see before you here, it is host not only the X Games 2021, but Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. Hello everyone, I'm Jimmy Coleman standing here in the booth alongside Mike Mason. We've got Jack Matrani down in the field, and well, as we move into Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick, Jackson Strong, you have to talk about him. He is a heavy favorite anytime it comes to Best Trick here at the X Games.
Yeah, Jackson has that amazing ability to just shut his brain off, innovate a new trick, come out, stomp it every time. I mean, he's been doing it for over a decade right here. One of the first guy to ever front flip without the cheater ramp. So no-handed front flip, lands it smooth. I would expect much of the same today.
Well, with that move there, he had to settle for silver in Minneapolis. The man of the hour there that year was David Ronaldo with a brand new backflip variation.
Yeah, Ronaldo came out, surprised us all. That was a completely new trick, and I expect him to push the envelope again here.
A couple of riders have already gone, and Australian Harry Bink sits in the early lead.
However, another rider who is no stranger when it comes to the podium, when it comes to best trick competitions, we've got Rob Adelberg due up next, who's got front flips and front flip combos in his bag of tricks.
Yeah, I really like this best trick too. You said it earlier, is they have options. They can use whatever ramp they want. You know, they have, it's not just 175 and one super kicker. It's like he can go wherever he wants. I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of a front flip, probably down the step down ramp here, and that's going to be an awesome trick to watch. I don't know if it's enough to pass Harry yet. We'll have to see what he does. But
he's got 4 Moto X Best Trick medals. He's got one gold, 2 silver, and a bronze.
Right side.
Here we go. Rob Adelberg under power here. First attempt out of 2.
oh, awesome front flip no-hander. I don't care how many years you do that or how long you've been doing it. That's got to be a scary trick every time. I've said it before in the past. Front flips are very inconsistent. They're not something, you know, back flips we can use a lot of the motor to spin around. And right here you're going to see he goes faster up to the ramp than usual, tucks in, gets the hands off so the judges can see it, gets some extension, and lands smooth. I mean, there's not much to complain about on that trick at all.
Yeah, you see the hands come off, arms are fully extended right there.
Notice the front wheel's not moving. I know these guys hit the brakes, I think, going off the ramp just to kind of spin the bike a little bit, and executed perfect. Well done.
So Rob's going to find himself in that top spot now with a 93.33. Well, Jackson Strong is up next, but let's see what he's been up to over the past year while competitions were on hold in this Monster Energy athlete profile.
G'day, my name's Jacko Strong from Australia, and I'm going to be competing in freestyle motocross and best trick. COVID's been a crazy one for, I think, anyone in the action sports entertainment industry because there's no shows. We haven't been able to travel and go around and compete and kind of have something to work for. So I've kind of been finding my adrenaline hits in different areas. Spent a lot of time flying aerobatics in aircraft and spent a lot of time base jumping, but now I'm hungrier than ever to get back on the dirt bike, so see what I can come up with in a couple of weeks. For X Games this year, we had a little shorter notice than previous years to get ready and prepare for the event. In the off-season, I also spent a lot of time building an indoor training facility, which has been very helpful given the winter climate here in Australia and the short training time. So every day I wake up, every daylight hour, I'm trying to put energy into being on that podium. So we'll see what happens.
Just a little look inside the life of Jackson Strong there in the facility that he has down in Australia. 6-time X Games Moto X Best Trick gold medalist. Again, we are in round 1 out of 2 here at Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. And he won X Games Minneapolis 2018 in Shanghai, and Norway 2019 with a no-handed front flip. He's got a couple of different variations of that front flip in his arsenal of tricks. A front flip combo out of Rob Adelberg. That's got him in that top spot right now with a 93.33. Again, 2 runs. It's the better of your 2 runs that count.
And how about that facility? I mean, that's top of the line. No one's done that yet. I can't tell you how many times I went out to practice and it was windy or something would happen with the course. So props to Jacko for kind of thinking outside of the box there.
Yeah, you know, I mean, when the pandemic came around, I mean, everybody had to think outside the box and adapt a little bit. So here we go. He's underpowered. This is Jackson Strong.
Oh, hang on to her.
Oh, into the shrubs there.
He's
up.
gone.
He's running.
He's gone.
He's taking a little jog there.
Yeah, just looked a little off balance. I know he can do those no-handers a little bigger, and he actually, you know, kind of took his hands off quick, which meant he could feel he was a little off axis and kind of washing out. And let's hope he's all good out there.
He looks like he's holding his wrist or his hand there.
Yeah, typically when you kind of low side like that, it jams your hand. I don't know if he caught it on that bank right there or as he was landing. I have to try and get an update on that.
Yeah, he's favoring that right arm there.
It goes to show, too, he said it in his profile. It's like X Games kind of came up a little quicker than usual. We didn't know if it was going to happen or if it was going to happen. And, you know, these guys need a lot of preparation time for these kind of tricks. And right there, everything looks good, but you can just see just a little, leans to the right, goes into the bank, goes flying in the bushes. And
I was hoping to see from that angle if we get a better shot of what possibly would have banged up the wrist. He keeps looking at his knuckle. I don't know if it's his wrist, but it's definitely that right arm right there as he walks off. But X Games Medical will talk to him, and hopefully he can come back in round number 2. So he'll get a 74 for that one. So Rob Adelberg's going to sit in that top spot. As of now, you got Harry Bink sitting in second with that 90.33 with the double backflip combo. But here comes Josh Sheehan, Moto X Freestyle gold medalist from Austin 2016. He's got 11 medals in 24 X Games starts. And rumor has it, maybe a double backflip combo out of him, maybe possibly another 360 grab.
yeah, he's leaving some suspense for us for sure. We don't really have a clue what he's going to do. I just know he's a consistent, solid guy. Whatever he does should be executed well.
Yeah, you hear some rumblings coming into these best trick events, and usually everybody's pretty tight-lipped about it once it gets to go time here. Again, this is round 1 out of 2 here. It is the best run that counts here at Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick.
Executing a nice no-handed double backflip. He has that trick on lock. You know, he's so strong, he muscles that bike around and came in, timed it perfect. That's going to be a toss-up for the judges. Whose was better, his or Harry's? Harry kind of did a variation we haven't seen yet. I know Josh has done this a couple times, but both executed really well. Cool angle right there of how hard they actually pull. That thing's all 450 horsepower and arms. Just pull that thing around, take your hands off, make sure. Like I said, you want to impress the judges even though you're doing 2 flips. You got to be well aware of the hands coming off and spot that landing.
But your current leader right now, Rob Adelberg, sitting in that top spot with a 93.33. Round 1 is in the books. We've still got more to come. It's round 2 for Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick when we come back to X Games 2021 here at Axel Hodges Slayground.
Welcome back to X Games 2021. Well, as you can see, this course is truly massive, and that proved to be an issue for these riders in the freestyle event held earlier. It was a tough go for everyone, but in the end, the bronze went to Rob Adelberg, silver to Josh Sheehan, and the gold went to German Luke Ackerman. That gold is Luke's first X Games medal in only 2 freestyle starts. Now back to the Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick.
We've completed 1 round out of 2 here in the competition thus far. It is the best of your 2 runs that count that are hopefully going to put you on the X Games podium out here in 2021. But we're down to just a handful of riders here. We've had a couple have to withdraw from competition after some issues there in that first round. So Rob Adelberg looking at a gold medal as of right now. What else is he going to throw into the mix? You had that no-handed front flip the first go around. What does he throw here in round 2, Mike? What's the strategy?
Yeah, this is a tricky one because, I mean, mean, I'm sure that's the trick he wanted to do in the first round. Probably got the score he wanted. He's got a pretty good cushion. We got word that Bink's not going to be riding his second round, so he's really worried about Sheehan and Ronaldo. And I don't know, if he's comfortable with what he did and he doesn't think he can do it bigger, maybe he just tries the same trick, or maybe he just kind of goes out for a glory run. But I will say, having that little delay right there, at least they got one run out of the way, because when you're sitting there ready for your big trick and you're waiting, you know, and you're on a delay, that gets the heart racing, gets the mind wandering. So at least this is kind of a, if he messes this run up, it's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, again, he's got that 93.33 from round one. You got Harry Bink just behind him. Harry, like you said, not taking that second run, also in the 90s, and then Josh Sheehan with an 87.33. But again, Rob Adelberg, your current leader, sending it for attempt number 2.
Just a casual front flip. I mean, he's just showing off for the fans at home.
I mean, you got a 93.33. You've seen some guys have some crashes there in that first round. And again, that long comp hold, I mean, that could definitely get in your head. I mean, just it throws off the flow of everything.
It really does. I remember back in my day, if there was a commercial hold and it was, you know, a couple minutes or something, it really stressed you out, because like your mind just starts kind of going, and you're like, oh, what if the breeze picks up, or, you know, what if something's going on? You just have so many worries. But right there, just probably the conservative approach. Maybe want to do something. We saw his head shaking a little bit there, but I think a 93.3 is pretty good.
It wasn't going that fast, so I was like...
You still have Josh Sheehan and David Ronaldo. We're being told David Ronaldo is going to take that second run. So Rob is going to walk out of here with a medal, because Josh Sheehan, he's in there as of right now in the bubble spot. And then after that, you got David Ronaldo on the outside looking in. So is Josh Sheehan going to be able to bump up a little bit right here, try to overtake that number 2 position of Harry Bink, or try to put himself on the top of the food chain here?
See, I think Josh is in a little different position, because he technically could be on the outside if David sticks his trick. We don't know. Harry was in a good position where he's probably going to get a medal no matter what. So Josh is going to probably go out, try and clean a couple things up, or try something new and just improve that score a little bit.
His first outing was an 87.33. It's got him looking at a bronze medal as of right now.
Well, I mean, if that's the qualifications, I'm signing up for Best Trick next year. I'm telling you that right now.
Back in the rotation?
All that hype, my hands are over here sweating, and that's what Sheeny does to me. It's so hard, you know. I mean, these guys have had such a long couple days getting the course dialed, coming out here. It's hot, it's dry. You know, they've been sitting here all day, so I get it. I mean, he's comfortable, but he does have to worry if Ronaldo lands his trick. That puts him out of a medal position. Nice slow-mo close-up, getting that fender slapped. Kind of a little front wheel high on the landing. I would have liked to see both wheels get down there, but either way, he's stoked, you know, getting everyone involved.
So he's going to rest with that. What'd that fender ever do to you, Josh, slapping it around like that?
It's probably not his bike. It's probably a borrowed front fender.
So we're down to one final rider here at Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. It's David Ronaldo, your defending gold medalist from Minneapolis 2019. So again, we know Adelberg's getting a medal. We know Harry Bink's going to get a medal. Josh Sheehan sits in that bubble spot in bronze. Now, David, he took a pretty heavy knock there in that first go-around, so props to him for getting back up and taking another shot at it here. But this is your final rider here, Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. Will he jump up into podium contention here, or is Josh Sheehan gonna hang on? We are gonna find out right now.
Oh, he lands it. I still have no idea what to call that or how to explain it. He's actually got me at a loss for words, but man, tried something different. It's kind of like I don't know. Jimmy?
He calls it, from what we were told, he was calling the new trick that he was working on, the bobby spin. And I mean,
man, what a good rebound. You know, you crash on that trick 15, 20 minutes ago and come back and land it. I mean, that's huge.
I can't believe he got up, took that second run. I mean, the way he bounced off the right side of the bars there, it looked like it hit him in the head that first go around.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. Getting that angle, getting that slow-mo. Look at how close his boots come to the rear tire. Hanging off the back of when you're hanging off the back of the bike like that, the front is weightless. You know, anything could happen. That's probably what happened on his first jump there. Kind of spins around the grabs.
Body ends up vertical at one point in the middle of that.
It's like a mix between Adelberg and Chuck Carruthers. I really don't have any way to explain that. That's the first time I've ever seen it. And like I said, coming back from crashing it the first time, man, that's awesome. Way to go, Davey.
So the fact that it's taken this long for a score to come in, that tells me there's a conversation going on right now with the judges. Again, Rob Adelberg's in that top spot with a 93.33. What do you think here, Mike?
I don't know. I mean, Best Trick's about innovation. That was something different. It was kind of like a hybrid of a couple variables we've seen.
Agreed.
Rob has done the front flip no-hander a couple times, and there we have it.
So the score comes in, he gets a 91.66. It's going to put him in podium contention. He'll have to settle for silver this time around, and that means Rob Adelberg is going to walk out of here with another Best Trick medal, and this one is going to be gold, Mike.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, you can't beat front flip no-handers. They're still scary. Stoked Ronaldo went out there and tried something different, and congratulations to Harry, new double backflip combo.
Rob Adelberg walking out of here with the gold. Right now, let's send it down to Jack Matrani, who's with Mr. Adelberg.
Congratulations, Rob Adelberg, your 13th X Games medal, and it was gnarly out there. You know, you're seeing some of your friends go down. How were you able to watch that go down and still keep the focus and rise to the top for your 13th X Games medal?
Yeah, first off, stoked to get a gold. Another medal. A gold's always a good one. Look, watching my friends go down kind of just makes me think about how much I need to focus and be really aware of what I'm doing. It sucks to see them go down, but I have a job to do as well, so I just go out there and do my best that I can do.
Well, hey, welcome back. How good is it to be back at X Games and especially back on top?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm a freestyle guy, so I wanted the gold in freestyle and would have liked to go double gold. But bronze in freestyle, gold in the Best Trick, I'm pretty stoked.
And where do we go from here? Is this start a whole nother Rob Adelberg X Games medal streak?
Well, I need to go the double golds. That's what we're chasing. So yeah, let's bring that.
We're looking forward to seeing where you go. Congratulations once again, Rob Adelberg.
Thank you.
When we come back, I hand the mic over to my friend Brandon Graham for a brand new event, Moto X 110.
No better place to be than out at Progression Sleigh Ground. Axel Hodges Sleigh Ground complex to be exact. Here in the hillside paradise of Ramona, California, just outside of San Diego. Great day to be on a bike. Great day to be watching the X Games. It's time now for a brand new contest, the Moto X 110s. What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham joined alongside the legend X Games Moto X Freestylist Mike Mason. Mace, I want to know your initial reaction when you heard X Games is putting on an event with pit bikes.
Yeah, my initial reaction is this is an event for the boys. We all have pit bikes. We all ride in the backyard, have fun. So many X Games events are built around pressure and wanting to win, and I think this one you're going to see the guys, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of fun, maybe a little bit of carnage.
Yeah, I liken it to, if you watch our snow events at all in ski or snowboarding, we introduced a couple years ago the knuckle huck. The first rule of knuckle huck, there are no rules. I feel that same vibe out here with the 110s.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are going for it, and these bikes are actually a little dangerous. We're so big and used to, 450s and all that this can get away from you a little bit. That's what I'm saying, maybe some carnage. It's going to be fun to watch.
Well, as we said, we're out here at Axel Hodges Sleigh Ground. He's really one of the pioneers of putting this event on. Let's hear from the man in his own words on what this comp's all about.
The 110 event is pretty much a BMX dirt contest, but on a 110, which is a mini dirt bike, 110 cc's, and kind of something we more play around on day to day, and we can do fun BMX-y tricks on it. We built a bunch of steep dirt jumps, we put a rainbow rail, a quarter pipe over there, and we're just gonna go all have a freestyle jam, and best man wins.
Well, this event has proven to be a blast so far. Early rounds saw banger runs from X Games stars Colby Raha, Jared McNeil, and BMX star Pat Casey, fresh off hosting the BMX events in his backyard. Even he got in the mix down here in Ramona. But it was course designer Axel Hodges who seemed to have a leg up on everyone today so far. Let's see who takes gold out here today.
These guys are all getting their final runs right now. So here's Jared McNeil. What can Jared do on this final run to give that judging panel one last look at, hey, if you haven't made a decision,
Sorry.
here you go.
Well, he could start by holding down his lunch. That'd be a plus. Or at least wear an open face helmet so he can get it out easier. But no, I mean, he's really throwing a lot of freestyle moto tricks into this. Some guys are doing style, some guys are doing tricks. And I don't know. Like I'm so glad I'm not a judge right now because I don't know how I would judge this thing. I don't know if you go, oh well, he tried there.
There you go.
Going for a little alley-oop and unsuccessful, but.
You hear that, go again. I would love to see him give that one more shot.
I think it's very possible. You just got to make sure you commit and get enough momentum.
Here we go.
Oh, he had it. He had it.
He was close there.
He was trying, yeah.
But see, that's after his run, but it doesn't matter. That's what this comp is all about. Because if he lands that, he's on top of the world.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really surprised Pat didn't go for something like that. He's got to be really comfortable with you know, an alley-oop type deal. And
so
Colby probably just saw that, and Colby's BMX guy. He's probably like, okay, I can do that.
Well, again, it's not really, you know, it is overall impression, but not each run is scored. So, you know, how does Colby look at this? Does he think, hey, I'm feeling good about where I'm at. Let me go for broke, shake it up?
I also want to know how many times you get to ride a 110 and have 2 girls holding an umbrella over you to stay in the shade. That's saying something there.
That's helpful out in this Ramona sunshine right now.
It is hot out there. These boys got to be getting hot, but last run, make her count. I'm sure Colby feels good where he's at. Probably knows he could use a little something, so. Flips one of the more mellow jumps out there. That was awesome. He's going for it.
He is charging.
That was a good run for Colby. Good way to end it.
He, like Axel, they just get sky high off that kicker. That's pretty.
Well, and going back to Jack's point, it's like, if this thing happens next year, what are we going to see?
Right.
Because these guys are all flipping. I mean, 360s have to be possible on these backflip tricks. You don't know. I mean, this is the inaugural event, and I could actually see this thing progressing way bigger than this.
The evolution of progression happens at the X Games, and it's year after year we see the game stepping up. So this is our final rider on his final attempt of the contest, Axel Hodges. What does he leave us with here in the inaugural Moto X 110s?
I think he was making fun of my cliffhanger right there. That's how I used to do him. He's got a good run going, though. Nice and smooth. Tricking every jump. Got a good flow.
Wow.
Almost over rotates, goes for. Like I said, that's one of the more mellow jumps out here. So for these guys to be flipping that thing, that's impressive. And you could hear the commitment on that quarter. I think he actually grabbed a gear as he came off the rainbow there and just wide open. So and he was going for it.
You see Mace's quarter pipe prowess. I mean, he just absolutely skies off of that thing.
Yeah, if there's a quarter pipe out there, he can hammer it. That's for sure. That's, like I said, that's kind of like I was saying about step up. It's a rare breed of people that really understand how a quarter works on dirt bikes. You know, BMX, skate, they're kind of built around that. But for a motorcycle to do, it's a little more awkward.
Final looks here at Axel's last run as the judges deliberate.
That's a pull right there, too. You could see how hard he yanked. I mean, he did over-rotate, but that lip's pretty flat, as you saw earlier. I mean, Jared doing a Superman over, he was, you know, barely clearing the landing. So for those guys to flip that at the end is pretty awesome.
And we've got official word, Axel Hodges wins gold here in the Moto X 110s.
Well done, man. All these guys rode so great. You could just see how much fun everyone was having. Axel, I definitely think, had a really good flow around the course, couple flips, tricked everything, and ended on the quarter going huge. So I'm okay with that.
Axel has always been in the business of history making, and he does just that as the inaugural winner here in 110s. It's his third ever X Games gold. Yeah, he really set the vibe from his very first run, wouldn't you say, Mace?
Yeah, you could tell he just kept getting more and more comfortable, and obviously he was doing some homework. He was watching what guys were doing and kind of went out there and tried to up each run, and then flipping that jump at the end after Colby did. I think that's kind of what put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, what a shot there. Well, let's head down to Jack Matrani, who's with the 8-time X Games medalist winning his third gold medal, Axel Hodges.
Axel, congratulations, cementing your legacy, the first ever 110 event in your own sleigh ground. You got your dad's arm wrapped around you. Was that as much fun as it looked like?
Yeah, that was fun. That was honestly like the most tiring event here, doing laps around this. We did 4 laps, and yeah, didn't really know what to expect. We had pro BMXers, pro moto guys, and yeah, it was fun. Wasn't expecting to win that one.
Is it a little bit of the hard work pays off story for you, where you've been working so hard on this and now you got that gold medal?
Oh yeah, me and my friends spent hours right here all day, every day, building jumps, having fun, and figuring out how we could build funner jumps. And yeah.
What about mom and dad? Mom and dad, are you guys proud or what?
Proud.
Congratulations to the Hodges family. Way to go, way to start this off.
Thank you.
A family affair here at the sleigh ground for the Hodges. That's amazing. And you heard it, Mace. I mean, He really worked his tail off to get this thing ready for this contest.
He did, and he has such a good eye for this thing. This whole property is just littered with jumps, and it's cool to see what he put together. It's cool that he won.
Don't go anywhere. When we return, it's the dizzying heights of QuarterPipe High Air and Moto X Best Whip. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone, to X Games 2021. We are in the hills just outside of Ramona, California, here at Axel Hodges Sleigh Ground, and we are smack dab in the middle of the Monster Energy Moto X QuarterPipe High Air event. And well, in this 15-minute jam session, basically what it's all about, you got to send it, and that's what's going to get you X Games gold. And speaking of sending it, Colby Raha's in that top spot right now, and he sent it with a brand new X Games height record in this event.
Yeah, and that's what X Games is all about. You know, we want to break records, we want to see new stuff, and I'm telling you, I think Colby, knowing he's on Axel's property, he's trying to set a statement. I mean, from the first jump, he's been out jumping everyone, and to break a record still with, you know, half the round to go, I think we're going to see something special out of Colby.
You know, just to throw it out there, the next highest height, that's Axel sitting in that silver medal position with 36 feet 6 inches. Colby has had 2 attempts now that are up there in the 40-plus foot range. So, I mean, he just looks absolutely dialed out here in this event so far.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. You know, that's what I said. This X Games is all about progression, and to watch Colby come out within the first jump, make the statement, I think we're going to see some more height going on.
Well, Colby Raha is coming into X Games healthier than ever and is hungry to get back to competition. Let's hear more from Colby right now in this Wendy's Athlete Profile.
During COVID, I just been kind of free riding and having fun. Bought a house with some property, so that was cool. Pretty rad BMX trails and a little mini ramp for the 110. We built up some jumps pretty quick. I designed it to where I can do as much as I can. Now X Games is back. This year I'm actually stoked. I think it's the first time I've gone into X Games completely healthy. Who do I think is going to be ready? Obviously Hodges. You know, he's got like the literal home court advantage. It'd be sweet to beat him at his own house. That's the goal. I don't know how he'd feel about it, but I mean, I'd be stoked.
So we have one more round of runs to go here at Monster Energy Moto X QuarterPipe High Air. Can Colby Raha hang on, or will Axel Hodges press the issue here? And the question I want to know is, Tyler Berryman and Cole Denny, that's really been a battle. Those two have been trading off back and forth for that bronze medal position. It all comes down to this last round here. So here you go, one more time around with the local boy. This is Cole Denny.
Nice, that was good and smooth. You know, I'm so stoked for Cole. Handled the situation well. So much pressure coming onto him. He was kind of a last-minute invite. Probably didn't have a whole lot of prep time. He works a full-time job. And to come out here and be competing for a medal, it's great to see.
Yeah, works full-time for his dad's tree company, and I wouldn't be surprised one bit if he wasn't out here helping out the guys with the course maintenance and everything leading up to this event, and, you know, finds himself in his first ever X Games. So that is not going to be enough, so he's going to settle for 4th here as we take one more look at Tom Parsons.
Tom was just kind of on cruise mode this whole thing. I'm sure once he saw the top 3, he's like, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll stick to whip. You know, that's my event. Go for it. Stoked, though. Stoked to see Tom out here. He's always a fun guy to watch.
So last rider in the mix that is on the outside looking in. This is Jared McNeil. It's Jared's best height so far. He's at 28 feet 5 inches here.
Looks like he's happy with that. He'll take it. He's out of this event safe. Like I said, it bit him a couple years ago, and moves on to see another day. And there you go. There's Jared McNeil that I know.
See, he's been awfully quiet and rather tame out here today, except for that one time when he was complaining about the drone. But there you go. That's the Jared we know and love. All right, one more attempt here for Axel Hodges. Can he get it done in this final attempt here?
Oh,
look at the hang time. Wow.
He used up every inch of that landing. He definitely started pushing more and more. This was such a great event. We had some big air time going on with these two. I still don't believe that was enough to get Colby, but not for lack of effort, man. He was trying. Can't even see any of the course in that shot right there. He's so high.
So that was his best one of the day at 39 feet 2 inches, but it is not enough, and he will stay in that silver medal position with 2 riders left to go, one of them sitting in that top spot, and he is due up next. Talking about our X Games record setter here today, Colby Raha. He's throwing variations here in the last go-around.
Yeah.
Why not, Colby?
I think it's safe to say he was feeling it. Freestyle motocross is so weird like that. With any discipline, you know, you can just tell some guy shows up to a course or to a ramp or whatever, and you can just tell there's something different about him that day. And that was Colby today, Moto X, QuarterPipe, high air. You know, he just came out, never had a jump under 39 feet, I believe, and 38 feet, I'm sorry. And, you know, pleasure to watch him, man.
Yeah, that was his lowest one of the day at 38 feet 6 inches. I mean, his throwaway run, if you will, the next highest one after the one that's going to be top spot, was still high enough to still win this contest. 2 runs at 40 feet, but 1 rider left to go here to take us out of Monster Energy Moto X QuarterPipe high air. It's Tyler Berriman.
Yeah, Tyler's going to be stoked walking away with a silver medal. That's what X Games is all about. Sometimes you know when it's your day, you know when it's not your day, and for him to walk away with a medal, and I think one of the gnarliest events in freestyle motocross, got to be stoked with that.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's got 4 total medals in this event. He's got 2 silver, 2 bronze, so he's going to walk out of here with another bronze. Make that 5 total QuarterPipe medals for him. There you go. You set a new X Games record and you walk out of here with gold. It's Colby Raha taking the win out here at X Games 2021. The Monster Energy Moto X QuarterPipe high air. Axel Hodges taking the silver, and Tyler Berriman walking out of here with a bronze. Mike Mason.
Awesome event. That was really fun to watch. It was fun to see Colby come out. Like I said, he had a little point to make on Axel's property. Proved his point.
A twofer here for Colby Raha. Let's send it down right now to Jack Matrani, who is with our winner.
Colby, congratulations. You set a new record. You got yourself another QuarterPipe high air gold medal. What's running through your head right now, brother?
Man, I am so stoked. There's so much work goes into this stuff, and these guys are they're not messing around. We're going so high, it's crazy. In order to beat these guys, we really have to go like stupid high. So stoked. Very stoked to pull it off, and I just want to thank my whole crew that actually helped me get to this height. Is the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team. They really worked with me a lot and helped me get everything set up with my bike, and then all my sponsors, you know, like Shoei Helmets, Shift Racing, FTW Shred Company, yeah, Margin RV, Go Big Truck Performance, and a bunch of people. You know what I mean? I'm just stoked, man. It's a lot of work nowadays to get a damn gold medal, so I'm
That's
pumped.
right. That's right. And for everybody that was watching and just like their stomachs dropping, getting the chills, like what is it like from your perspective to be hanging out at 40 feet on a motorcycle, breaking new records?
Well, I always explain it like, you know, you don't get to exactly enjoy it when you're up there. You're kind of just laser focused on the landing, making sure you stomp it. So yeah, but I mean, once it's over with, it's all worth it. This is all worth it right here, so I'm stoked.
Was it personal between you and Axel? Is that a little motivation here?
Yeah, I definitely want to beat him, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely very motivated to come and beat him, and to pull it off is insane, and you know, props to him and Bierman and everybody else is killing it. So these guys are no joke, and to pull off a win is huge. I'm stoked.
The competition continues. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
and congratulations
thank you,
once again.
When we come back, it's the Moto X Best Whip. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to X Games 2021. Time now for Moto X Best Whip. Jimmy Coleman here alongside Mike Mason, and we're happy to be joined in the booth by Jeremy Twitch Stenberg. After a heated round 1, we've narrowed the field down to the best 4 riders to battle for whip supremacy.
Yeah, these guys got a good little warm-up there, threw some whips, but this is where the medals are going to count. I can see these guys probably getting pretty turned up, pretty backwards, pretty upside down. We're going to have to wait and see.
Axel, he owns 3 best whip medals. He's got a silver and 2 bronze, but no gold. Be quite the feat if he's able to get one of those out here today on his own property. However, Tyler Berriman, Tom Parsons, and Genki Watanabe are going to have something to say about it. So it's a 4-minute jam session. And again, fellas, let's recap it. Let's talk about the different kinds of whips that we can see out here today.
I actually wanted to, before we get into that, I wanted to pick Twitch's brain because, you know, Axel right there saying he's got to get into the zone, he's got to get that good flick off the ramp. Twitch, when we did freestyle, it was 90 seconds. You drop in, you have 90 seconds of jump after jump, flip after flip. But with whip, these guys are doing 2 jumps, come back, sit for a minute or so, you know, go back in. Is that easier or more difficult?
I feel like it's harder. When you have a 90-second run, like your blood's flowing, you're going. You know, like when you get held for TV before you drop in, it just takes your mind off of it. So it's like the quicker they can get back and go, the better. But with having to wait, it kind of throws you a little off. So I see why it's hard for him to get into the zone.
So we are into the final here for Moto X Best Whip. We've narrowed it down to these 4 finalists. You're taking a look at Axel Hodges right here. It is a 4-minute jam session in our quest for gold out here in Moto X Best Whip. And here comes Tyler Berriman, your 2019 X Games Minneapolis Best Whip gold medalist.
Yeah, I just feel like whips are one of those things too. It's the pop off the ramp, so crucial. You know, a regular right side up trick, freestyle trick, or a flip, you can kind of compromise with it a little bit, but whips, it's just you need to get that pop off the ramp to get the bike turning the way you want it.
Yeah, the boys are going for it.
Yeah, not touching landing right there. I'd say that's going for it. That's some adrenaline taking over. TB's wanting it.
That's wanting to get that little bit bigger of a whip.
Yep.
Tom Parsons, he's got 3 X Games medals. All of them are in Best Whip. He's the owner of a gold and 2 silver. You don't get scores here. It's overall impression with the judges, so you'll see the names moving around on the leaderboard here. It's a live ranking, if you will.
I'm going to go out on a limb, too, and say the judges got their work cut out for them. All 4 of these guys, you know, they all have their own unique style. I think that's why Best Whip's so cool, is there's no 2 guys that look the same, you know, and so the judges are really going to have to break down these whips, get these slow-mos like this to really understand what's going on.
Yeah, and literally any one of these 4 can win at any moment right now.
I think that's always the plus to Best Whip, you know, is it's kind of unpredictable. It's, you know, Jared McNeil just went from winning however many medals over the years to not making a final.
Yeah, and if you think about it right now, every bike in the final is a 4-stroke. It's so much harder to ride these jumps on a 2-stroke. We're at elevation here. The jumps are a little bit bigger. The first one's smaller. It's not like your normal 75-foot jump.
So that run put Tom Parsons in the top spot, but this was your top qualifier coming out of the elimination round. Genki Watanabe, 2-time whip medalist.
And I know Twitch has spent a lot of time with Wanky. You know, how is he feeling coming in this? Is he
lives with me. I see him in a jacuzzi every morning. I went out this morning at 6 o'clock to let the pig out, and he's in the jacuzzi saying he's the body maintenance crew. But he's been feeling good lately, man. He's been riding a lot. He's been working at the shop every day with us. So it's like he'll go ride in the morning and then come work the rest of the day, or come work in the morning and then ride at night.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good to hear. It's showing, too. That was a huge turn down right there.
Go back up to the top of the order with Axel Hodges. Yankee was in the top spot for most of that elimination round. At the end of his first round here, he finds himself in that number 3 position.
Oh.
Awesome angle right there from the drone. That's the turn up Twitch was talking about earlier. You kind of pop off the ramp, almost reverse whip, get that front end up. And yeah, it looks awesome off the 105. I definitely think that jump was built for that.
Under 2 minutes, so we're halfway through here. It's Parsons, Berriman, Watanabe, your 1, 2, 3 as we bring back in Tyler Berriman.
So Twitch, do you think these guys are sitting up on the roll and kind of studying each other's whips and knowing that, hey, I've got to do this bigger, or are they kind of in their zone, you know, looking at their bar pad, just trying to think about their own whip?
I think they pretty much already know what they need to do. They're out there just doing it for themselves right now. When you try to worry about everybody else, that's when you mess up.
That's why I didn't go far in this sport.
So your current leader with just under a minute and a half left to go here in the jam session. It's a 4-minute jam session clock in this final round.
That was huge.
So I know back in the day this was all fan judging. It was basically voted in. If you had to vote right now, who's your pick?
If I had to vote right now, without seeing the rest of the people's runs, I'd say Tom, Bierman, Wanky, Axel.
Can't argue that. That's
basically how it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Wanky in for attempt number 2 here as we hit the 1-minute mark here at Moto X Best Whip. Look at that follow cam shot. That was insane with the drone.
When we return, it's the conclusion of Moto X Best Whip. Don't go anywhere.
What are you smirking at over here, Colby?
Dude, check out this spicy little nug I just got.
Yeah, I mean, pretty spicy for sure. I just got something spicier.
What do you got, Jack?
If you say so. Boom.
Yeah, that's cheating, bud.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the trick was super spicy, super legit, you know, no disrespect, but...
I get it, Jack. I get it.
We're good?
Yeah.
That was the Wendy's look-in. Now let's get back to some Moto X Best Whip. 30 seconds left to go. This looks like it's going to be the final round for everybody. Well, Axel Hodge is on the outside of that podium as of right now, so this could possibly be the last case for him to try to grab that medal.
I will say, too, talking with Axel yesterday after practice, man, he spent a lot of time and energy building this course for these guys and getting this thing all set up, you know, so I'm sure he's having fun out there with the boys. He gets to ride his home pad with, you know, all his best friends, do whips, and, I mean, he's doing huge whips. I'm just validating that he put in a lot of work to make this course happen for these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Right there going over the quarter pipe landing. That's such an intimidating feel. I mean, the jump's the same. It's 75 feet, but you're looking at that quarter pipe landing, and it gets the butterflies going a little bit.
Well, that looks like it's not going to be enough to jump him into podium contention. So Parsons, Watanabe, and Berriman going to walk out of here with some medals. The question is, which ones are they going to roll away from the sleigh ground with here in Moto X Best Whip?
So much style out of Tyler. You know, it's so fun to watch these guys. I was never much for whipping. Don't ask me why. I just couldn't figure it out. But watching these guys, it's literally like there's WD-40 on the ramp when they take off. You know, just sliding the bike out from under them. So much style.
Tom's like the silent sleeper with style, dude.
He is. He really is. You know, out in the hills, he's always hitting big stuff, doing these same whips off natural terrain jumps, and you know, he definitely deserves to be in this final.
He's so smooth sometimes, I feel like it hurts him. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
Yeah. Gotta use that throttle a little more, yank that head around a little bit, make it look like he's just trying, but yeah.
His is just effortless, man. It's so smooth. It's so cool to watch.
Yeah.
So even though the time clock has run out, sounds like we're going to go into one more round here, so everyone's going to get one more attempt at it, I'm being told here, as we look at Genki Watanabe once again.
Huge.
Massive turn down. The only thing I would say is, you know, some of these guys had a little more variety. I know variety doesn't matter, it's overall impression, but I'm sure the judges are looking at like the big turn up off the 105 as well as the turn down on the 75.
Axel Hodge is in X Games mode, and we are trending on TikTok. To all of our fans out there, if you want to join in, you can check out the X Games mode hashtag challenge and show us what happens when you're on X Games mode. So taking a look at some action here from Axel, getting some practice in out here at this sleigh ground facility that is host to all things Moto X out here at X Games 2021. So now we're into the fourth and final round here. Last go around for Axel Hodges. Again, Tom Parsons sitting in that top spot here in this Best Whip final as of right now.
I really feel like Axel not boosting his normal turn-ups on the 105 are really hurting him right now.
Yeah, I think that's Axel. What he's known for, you know, is his huge turn-ups. But like I said, I mean, I can't imagine the amount of energy he spent over the last month getting this place dialed.
No,
you know?
He was out here being water boy. I told him, I'm like, dude, come ride. He's like, oh, I'm watering right now. I'm like, let X Games do that.
Don't you have people for that?
Yeah, it's your place.
I like it. Twitch doing the time management for the riders out here.
Ooh, that's close.
Getting close to that ramp there.
Ooh, the leaderboard has changed.
Oh, Genki's at the top spot there. So Axel not going to get into medal contention, but how about Genki? He was in that top spot in the elimination round, and here in the last round, he finds himself in that top spot, or third run. I guess it's third run. He still gets one more run to go. The last attempt here for Tom Parsons.
Yeah, great showing by Tom. You know, like I said, he had a little bit of everything on the whips, kind of a variety, turn-ups, turn-downs, 105, 75. I mean, he gave the judges a lot to look at in this whip contest.
So being the last guy to go in the rotation, it looks like this is going to be a glory lap here for Genki Watanabe because his name's still in that #1 spot on the list here.
Well, if he stays in #1, Twitch, you gonna up the rent?
He actually lives with me for free, and I pay him, and we pay him to work for us, so he's gonna have to start paying us something, right?
Yeah.
So taking a look at some highlights here, just waiting for the final results to come in here. Taking another look at Winky here in this last run.
Just so much commitment from all these boys off the ramp. You know, once you hit that ramp, like right there, you can see he's already dipping the shoulder at the top of the ramp. turning it backwards, spotting his landing there, getting the bike back nice and straight.
So pumped for Wanky too. Like not a lot of people know. Like he almost lost his leg at Monster Cup Vegas 2 years ago, and now he's out here winning medals again.
Yeah. That's persevering through it all. I would probably quit.
Yes.
I mean, I quit and I didn't even get hurt.
I love that these dudes have no clue what place they're in right now.
Yeah.
So just waiting for the reveal here.
And this is what I like about Whip is these guys all look stoked. You know.
So when it's all said and done, it looks like it's going to be Tom Parsons that walks out of here with that gold medal. And Kinky's going to have to settle for silver there, and Tyler Behrman getting the bronze.
Yeah, that's up to the judges. Like I said, it's overall impression. These guys, you know, like I said earlier, Tom had a lot of variety. He gave the judges a lot. Wanky maybe just only kind of sticking to one line might have hurt him, but these guys all killed it, man. You got to be stoked with medals. Got to be stoked with top 4, even Axel being in this thing.
So take another look here. Tom Parsons is going to add another Best Whip gold medal to his trophy case. Let's send it down right now to Jack Matrani with our winner.
I'm here with Tom Parsons, who's in disbelief. It's been since 2014 since your last gold. What did it take to get it done today?
Dude, it just keeps getting gnarlier and gnarlier in Best Whip. Like, people don't even understand how good all these guys are. And 2 X Games ago, I was riding with a thumb throttle because my wrist, I couldn't use a regular throttle. And I was just out here just because I love to be here. I couldn't do good whips or nothing. And then last year, me and Tyler battled for gold. I got second. Now I got it. Okay.
How good does it feel to have that gold medal back around your neck, man? Dude. When they put it on, you just looked in complete shock, in utter awe.
Oh, I thought Wakey won.
Exactly.
I was like, no way, what?
Well, congratulations, Tom Parsons. Welcome back to the top. Welcome back to X Games.
Holy.
Major congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that makes it a total of 4 Best Whip medals for Tom Parsons, 2 gold and 2 silver overall.
Twitch, you rode Best Whip 10 years ago, and I'm sure you've seen so much progression out of these guys.
Oh, it's crazy the amount, like how big these guys are whipping it now. It's insane. Like, I'm glad I'm up here watching it with you guys.
Not a bad seat, huh?
Not at all.
What an amazing set of Moto X competitions we've had out here at Axel Hodges Sleigh Ground. Truly one to remember. For Mike Mason, Jeremy Twitch Stenberg, and Jack Matrani, I'm Jimmy Coleman saying see you next time.